Yikes. Oh, let's get it. 1 and 2. Who is that? You know what? We're going to delete this one. We made it to week 6. Week 6. I mean, come on. That's week 6. We're going brutal. The speed run is only on hard, but for this we're going brutal. Hey Paradox. All right, who is 1 and 2? Bone Shaper, Banner Spear. All right. Well, I mean, RNG decided, so that's not up to me. We'll go 8 names. Yeah, that's fine. It'll give us an early retirement. Winged Shoes, Poison Dagger. We're just going to try to go fast. 150 experience from cards isn't too bad for Bone Shaper. It's gonna be interesting to try to play Bone Shaper quickly. We will just have to see how that goes. Oh, I want Pincer Move because it's a loot card. Oh, I'll just bring all 13 cards on Banner Spear. That sounds good. Yeah, it's this 11th card to drop that I just never really know what to do. Incendiary Throw, I guess, is just risky. Let's just drop it. We don't have to have it. Although, maybe I drop Combined Effort. The granted move on Combined Effort is really nice for the skeletons. Alright, we'll drop Incendiary Throw. Never exit a hex adjacent to a monster. Only take long rests. I like only take long rests. And then here, I've wanted to try bringing Approach Oblivion for getting through the doorway. And then Wrath of the Turned Earth is always good. And so what's the drop? Could be Transfer of Essence. It isn't super impactful with the party that I have. That's fine. 3 or more loot tokens in the same turn. Occupy a door hex adjacent to 2 or more enemies. Kill an enemy before its first turn. I guess we go 3 loot tokens. Hey Zedonk, it's not again today. I slept for... Well, I've been gone for 12 hours. Oh, what a sad way to end last night. I mean, I cannot believe... If anybody didn't see, I went to the stupid level on the boat with all the lurkers. Turn 1, my Blink Blade like runs across the map and does a big attack for 5 and misses. And then I get multiple turns in a row of Claw Crushers getting their card where they do bonus damage. They go late, they hit multiple targets, and they poison, they wound with Leaf. And then as soon as I go downstairs, I get back 4 out of 5 turns in a row. The Wave Throwers summon more Lightning Eels. And then, of course, like as soon as I send Blink Blade in to try to do some AoE damage to the Lightning Eels, they go at 9 initiative and kill me. It's like, okay. I mean, what was I even supposed to do? What was I even supposed to do? But it's okay. We're not thinking here. We're just going fast. And this is probably pretty dumb. Does this guy have line of sight on me? No. Okay, so banners. I actually feel like I got really lucky here with the cards everybody drew. Low damage card out of guard. Archer can't move and doesn't have line of sight. And the priest is going late and healing. Like, insanely lucky. I'll take 1 curse. 1 curse is fine. And a skeleton. Okay, so I don't think I have any formations on these guys as is. And I don't have my pull anymore. If Bone Shaper goes fast, the skeleton's here, and I could Unbreakable Wall. I almost feel like I like that. I like the idea of like going fast and trying to kill this priest. It's sketchy. But yeah, I'm under the heal, which is nice. And I can go under the retaliate. And I'm going to target this priest and try to kill him before he gets the heal off. Nope. Nope, we miss again. This guy, he should see Banner Spear, but Banner Spear should survive. So I don't think I need to worry about any of that. I'm just going to buff my damage and hope to kill. I need a +2 to kill now. Nope, we're just going to miss that too. Okay. Okay. Yikes. Okay, so I'm in a combined effort for next turn. The problem here is that since I did such little damage, I probably need to go at 6. Maybe I go at 6, I combined effort, and I back out. Oh, he does target the skeleton. And the skelly survives. That's pretty huge. But the heal out of the priest is really bad. Yeah, combined effort feels like the play. I'll get some value out of the wound. But now I just can't kill this priest. Because I did not do a super useful turn on Bone Shaper. I could command the Wretched. I could go for getting elements out. Okay, I can't get 2 elements, but I could get 1. I'm just gonna go fast and see if I can... Okay, I lose the skeleton. Oh, I do get to go before the skeleton dies, which is good. Attack 4 coming out of Archer, and then 5 coming out of the guard. That's really bad. I could come down here so that the priest targets Banner instead. And then my skeleton gets a chance to go. Actually, I'm going to do that. It gets me disarmed on Banner Spear, which I do not love. But it's not that much damage. And now my skeleton has a chance to kill here, which would be really nice. I just need a -1. Okay, good. Good. And now the skeleton is alive for this following turn. Okay. Well, we're alive. So I have to just go as fast as I can and regroup, right? Is there a difference between 18 and 25 against archers? I don't think so. No, there's no difference between 18 and 25. So I can just go at 25. And... I'm probably just backing up. Now, I guess I'm really hoping it's heal card out of priest. I could command the Wretched to get the pierce. What can I do? Is there any hope of malicious conversion killing? There's not very much, but it would be really, really, really good if I could. If the skeleton gets a 0, then I would need a +2. For malicious conversion to kill. Okay, I outspeed Shootfoot, and it's not an attack out of Priest, so that's good. 1, 2, 3. What if I... Ooh, I like this. I like this idea. I wanted to heal with Regroup, but instead, I can move both of my characters like this. And now my skeleton's going to target here. Ah. And I could go for the malicious conversion kill now. But since I drew the -1 on the skeleton, I mean, I would need a +2 to kill. And that seems way too ambitious. I could command the Wretched, and then I kill with a +1. Either way, I don't take any damage this turn, which is good. Do I get anything out of the elements if I have them next turn? No, I don't get anything out of them. So how am I... I'm simply not killing the Priest. I could summon the Banner of Strength and do a Strengthened attack for 3. I really want to just play double losses right here on Bone Shaper, but that feels like a really bad idea. Let's just pull a +1. Oh, I was going to get the +2. I could have malicious conversioned this guy, and I would have gotten the skeleton out. That's okay. That's okay. Killing the Archer is actually huge. And this guy doesn't get a heal, but he does. They do have two... They have 2 curses and 2 blesses in their deck now, which I'm not in love with. And if he's super fast, he targets Bone Shaper. I guess I want Bone Shaper to be faster than Banner Spear, right? Because then no matter what, even if he's multi-target, he targets Bone Shaper and then Skeleton. So I actually want Bone Shaper to be faster, and then Banner Spear can literally never die. And it's probably best to just poison here. Okay, I can dig it. Show me big damage. Okay, this is really good. I kill with a 0 at advantage now. And the Skelly survives. I don't know if that really helps me in any way, but sick. Okay. I didn't even have to throw the Banner of Strength. That was really good. Really good is maybe a stretch, but it was acceptable. Let's move the skeleton, and then I can Dark Tidings to get over there. Now, do I want to approach Oblivion? That's kind of interesting, because the heal helps both of these characters. I guess it's only 2 blesses, though. 2 blesses and a curse is not... It's not that good. Maybe... Yeah, if I get out more skeletons, and maybe if I get the Banner of Strength out, then an Approach Oblivion that's giving, like, 5 blesses, that would be pretty good. I want to save Pincer Move. Now, Combined Effort, the only real use is getting the City Guard into the room. That's a pretty good use. Oh, hey, Slash. Yeah, so I went to the stupid level on the boat, and my Blink Blade missed its first attack, and then somebody else missed another really important attack in the first room. I got multiple summons of Lightning Eels out of the Wave Throwers, and I got the extra damage Claw Crusher card several turns in a row, and they never got their just like stand still and shield and retaliate card where they just kind of do nothing. They didn't draw that a single time. And then when I went downstairs into the room where you have to prevent them from destroying the boat, the Wave Throwers got summoned 4 out of 5 turns in a row, and I got to the point where well, no, all I had killed was the 2 Claw Crushers in front. It really wasn't very close. But it kept feeling to me like I was gonna maybe be okay, and then I never was. Yeah, I mean, I really like that level, and I actually don't think it's all too impossibly difficult. Like, it's a very tough level, but I don't think that it's super unfair. But I definitely did get a little bit unlucky, and I didn't have any items for Coral. I was playing Coral like I had a really nice tanky defensive build on him. And so, like, I was, like, building up so that Coral could go in and tank hits, and then, like, after tanking a bunch of hits, heal it all off with Cleansing Swell. But because I don't have any items, since it's the very, very beginning of a campaign, and it was the first level Coral had ever played, I can't do that, right? I can't send Coral in to tank a bunch of hits and then heal everything off with Cleansing Swell when my Coral takes one singular hit from a Claw Crusher and then has to back off and not get hit again for the rest of the rest cycle. So you don't like it due to card RNG. It can be super easy or impossible. I find an overwhelming majority of the time it's very, very doable. But playing on higher difficulty it leaves you more exposed to bad RNG, right? Just because the monsters are going to get more turns and just more things can go wrong. I'm going to go ahead and open the door here. I'm just not going to question it. We're just going to go. And I'm going to do this strat that I like. Okay. I got pretty good cards out of everything. With combined effort, you can push this guy in a little bit. I guess I could move my skeleton forward. I was thinking Bone Shaper. If I put the skeleton forward, he moves to here. What did Bone Shaper play? I played Wrath of the Turned Earth with Summon. So if I move Bone Shaper can summon right here. But then that summon's going to block this guy, so let's move this guy. And then I'll just hit the only thing I can. If you have the slow initiative boots, the one extra heal is... Ooh! Oh, yeah, that sounds really nice for Coral. Because you have so many really late initiatives and just a little tiny heal to make sure that you're able to get your Cleansing Swell heal off. Sounds really nice. Hey, Mighty Germ. Yes, that is exactly what happened. Coral is 0-2. 1-2 if you... Or 1-3 if you count the fact that I went back to 1 level to get revenge. But, Coral has not won a level. Alright, this is why I brought Approach Oblivion. To try to help through this bottleneck a little bit. This guy's not really going to get in at all. And he's already kind of low. But Approach Oblivion and Eternal Torment, and I should be able to get this guy. Oh, no, I'm not in range for that. Well, maybe I'd rather Flow of the Black River then. And I can at least put a curse in their deck. Ah, no, I can get a poison. I can get a poison on this archer. That's really good. And then I wish I could give this city guard more shield, but I guess that's not something I can do. I'll just run in and shoot with javelin. That's fine. I have Wrath of the Turned Earth, so my skeletons are going to tank, at least for a second. Interesting that the Skelly went to that hex. Was not the one I was thinking of, but it works. So he can get to there next turn. Yeah, I think I just want this guy getting closer. Although, now that I think about it, that doesn't help. Because this guy's a lower initiative than this one. And so if I move him there, he just won't be able to move forward. So maybe I'll move this guy over this way. Just to spread out their targets a little bit. And I've got a nice little meat wall. I would love to shoot this archer. I could go here. If I go here, Banner Spear only gets shot by the archer. I lose my regenerate. But it means that I can hit the archer. And that's the most important target to get out for sure. And from here, I can just run behind the guard next turn. If I need to. We've got Wrath of the Turned Earth to block. And keep the skeletons alive for a split second. 7 damage. You're just gonna straight up hit me for 7 damage. Okay, we'll drop Resolve Courage. That's not the end of the world. It also means I keep my Regenerate, and now I can Long Rest here. I might take 2 hits. And I guess we just saw how powerful those hits are. No, the Archer is gonna shoot the City Guard now. So it's like hit skeleton, hit City Guard, hits banner. And that damage spread is actually pretty nice for me. So I could go late to Fell Remedy up whoever took the most damage. Fell Remedy's 3 range. Let's approach Oblivion and get this guy in. Hasty Assault is good. Heal at a Priest is good. Okay, Skeleton, or City Guard did not take very much damage. My skeletons are actually trying pretty hard. I appreciate it, guys. Let's send this guy over here towards banner. And then I heal up. Man, nobody even needs the leaf for the bonus heal. Unfortunately, it was before this guy, before his attack 4 came in. I'll just go ahead and heal up the City Guard. Oh, that's really bad. I could have healed Banner Spear, but I didn't, and I get crit. And now I have to lose 3 cards on this turn. Okay. That's really bad. I still am in a fine position to win, but now I'm not going to be able to get any looting with Pincer Move, which is something I really would have liked to have been able to do. And I do lose a Skelly there. Well, man, Banner Spear had to lose 4 cards in 2 turns. I'm in a Tip of the Spear. I'm in a good Tip of the Spear. So I do that, and I guess I just do it fast. I don't know. Tip of the Spear, and I can run away, but I'm full health. I have to short rest Bone, because I need to be going really fast to finish this before Banner exhausts. So I could go for Malicious Conversion, but I don't have the move 4 skeleton. Then I need... This seems like a good time to Flow the Black River and heal myself. And maybe move in. So, a nice Tip of the Spear. Let's poison this guy back here. Guess I back up. I don't love it. Okay, Skelly gets a kill. Skelly does some damage. And then I'm just going to move up and grab my nice heal 3. And then this should kill. No, it doesn't kill. I actually would have preferred for that to kill, because now this... Yeah, I would have liked for this one to not kill. Now this guy doesn't take the Retaliate. Really, really low on cards. Okay. I need as much damage into this Archer as I can get. But I don't have enough movement to reach with Malicious Conversion. So I'm going to move closer to him and try to Malicious Conversion him next turn to get the tempo I need for any Skellies. My City Guard's going to tank a lot here. Okay, really good damage. Now Malicious Conversion basically always kills. And my city guard should be super useful. I'm gonna put this guy down here. And I can pick up this loot. Long rest banner, because I need to take as much time as I can. Oh, dang, they're fast and I can't under or over speed. I might have to lose 2 cards on banner Bone Shaper. Why did I not just put the skeleton right here? Well, I know why, because I wanted an attack from this guy to go into the city guard. And I mean, this was literally the only card that he could have played that made my plan worse. Now I maybe can't afford to approach Oblivion. Oh, that's so bad. Or to Malicious Conversion. I don't think I can, but luckily he dies to just an attack too. Oh, man. Would have been so nice if I could have gotten that +2 in a better spot. Let's see. They're not in a tip of the spear right now. I want to get over towards this guy. A kill here would be huge? No. I think this one's faster, right? Yeah, okay. Okay. He does kill the skeleton, unfortunately. But this guy dies to retaliate, which is really good. And then there were 2. You lost 2 times in a row in Scrap Pit 2-player where Crane farms the debris. You're so it was a perfect run of Coral Snowflake. That seems like... I guess Snowflake can help Crane move. But... I don't know how I feel about... I don't know how I feel about Snowflake for that level. I've never played Snowflake there. I feel like I'm always playing Meteor on Scrap Pit for some reason. Like, not on purpose or consciously. It's just that's the way it's always worked out for me. If I go after 50 here on both of these characters, then the City Guard... The Algox always targets the City Guard. And the Priest always targets this City Guard. That makes me feel pretty safe if I want to go ahead and summon. And then I've got Malicious Conversion. As a way to get some damage. Okay, so since we got some Retaliate up here, I'm going to leave the Skelly. How does Tip of the Spear work? I need Banner Spear in front, right? So I can put Banner Spear right here. I can put my skeleton over here to hit this guy. I can move Bone Shaper right here. Oh, not right there. I can move Bone Shaper right here. And that's a Tip of the Spear. And I'm going to short rest so that I can get the Tip of the Spear off. And then I can long rest and the Priest will target the City Guard and hopefully take Retaliate. And here, I just want to go after 50. Is the only thing I really care about. And the Priest goes fast and messes everything up. Now I can't get my Tip of the Spear in him. Oh, he didn't have enough movement to back away. Okay, that's really good. I guess it's only 1 less damage if I attack him with Javelin versus Tip of the Spear. but I get to poison him. This guy, does that kill? Ah, that killing is really unfortunate. Okay, so Bone Shaper, oh, I can't summon. Okay, I see a way to win this. It's sketchy. It's very sketchy. I'm gonna long rest here, and hopefully the priest, like, heals. I guess, no. I prefer short rest. Because now no matter what, the priest is gonna be here, and I can summon the Banner of Strength behind myself and hit him with the tip of the spear. And I guess I kill him with a 0. Hopefully he attacks and takes retaliate damage. Although this is Banner Spear's last turn. Oh, whoops. Okay, well this is also Bone Shaper's last turn. Multi-target is really good for me here. Okay, skeleton kills. Oh, now I don't... Now with skeleton killing, I don't have to... I was thinking I could move Bone Shaper over here so that I don't have to place the Rallying Cry banner, and then I could get one more turn, but it doesn't matter. Okay, good. Because this guy never dies to 2 sets of Retaliate, which means that I always need this attack, but now the attack kills with a -2, so everything but the miss. I guess I could have picked up the 2 loot here, had Bone Shaper moved this way, but Bone Shaper got the 2 loot over here. Easy, not even close. Going fast never lets me down. 39 damage tie. Tie on healing done. Kind of interesting. Alright, well that was really rough. I lost 5 cards to damage. Snowflake's bad there. Can't really deal with the Dreeks that start spawning at the end. Do you, do I have 15 gold? Nice. What level are your characters? Because if you're going for hazards, you can't deal with the dragons, but with Birds in a Tempest, you can get Crane to the next piles slightly faster, which is at least something. And then you know where the drakes are going to be spawning, so it's possible that you can set up, like, have Snowball to buff your damage and get a nice big AoE on them as they spawn. Although I guess they come in one at a time, don't they? So that's not entirely helpful. I have literally 0 anything on Banner Spear. I only picked up gold, and then I lost all of it, and I don't have the resources on Bone Shaper to pick up to build anything. I think I can get a Protective Scepter, and that's it. Yikes. Okay, well, that's a really, really, really bad post-level 1 item haul. Didn't build anything at all. I lose my herbs if I don't eat food, right? Do I get morale if I lead him back to... I get gold, okay. You save 1 turn of Crane with Birds in the Tempest. For the AoE on the Drakes, it's iffy because they spawn 1. And yeah, you're going for a hazardous terrain. What was the other character? Oh, but Coral... Is your Coral level 3? Does it have Shuck? Because I feel like the play is Snowflake does all it can to try to protect Crane, while Coral builds up a big shuck, and then once you have 2 drakes out, you go for a shuck and you kill the first 2 drakes that spawn. But then there are, like, ruined machines on the other side. Maybe Snowflake's just pushing them away. It doesn't sound like the easiest party composition for the level. That's not one of my favorite levels, but it is a level that I remember pretty... Like, it's at least an interesting level. It has stuff going on that makes it memorable. Mugger? Or do I want Tormentor? I have a Poison Dagger. Do I have any other... I have Poison Dagger and I have Wound. So let's go for Tormentor, and I can just go after the very first guy I see. This very first initial guard, I can just start out by poisoning him and then wounding him on turn 2. Oh, that's right. I have to discard 2 cards from my road event. This is actually not a good time for this. Not that there's ever really a great time to have to discard cards. I want to put a curse in from Eternal Torment early. Maybe I'll just drop Life and Death. You decided next time Coral goes hard on the Drakes no matter what happens with the machines, but you can at least interact with them with Snowflake. So far you tried Coral dealing with the machines, but Snowflake can't protect 5 HP on Crane. My guy needs to buff those numbers up. That's horrible. That means that, like, a single self-destruct card out of Ruined Machines and Crane is just dead. Does Crane's health scale with player count? Like, 5 HP is so low. That's crazy. Okay. I think I'm gonna pull him in with Javelin and start with a combined effort. And I'm going to go late and just get a curse in their deck. I would love to get 2, but getting 1 at least is something. I guess the problem with this is that then I don't have any skeletons, though. I could go fast and poison him. And then that instantly gets me the battle goal. Let's do that. I'm now realizing that this means that I just signed Bone Shaper up to take an attack 6 from this guy. And I got a move 2 card out of Archers. They don't reach this turn, but that's still really bad. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna go later on Bone Shaper. This is not a good use of my resources. Gonna combined effort here. Oh, and now I don't have a skeleton out at all. I'm gonna poison. Do I just go ahead and grant shield 1 right now? I mean, it's attack 6. Oh, this is a horrible start. That's so much damage. I really need to get a standstill archer card here, or I think I just lose. I could run away from this guy and try to get to the archers first. And that would be really good. Maybe I just high roll and I get the parry and thrust right here. Would be really nice. No attacks from anybody. It's now not super likely that Banner Spear survives a hit. Okay. But I can Rallying Cry Disarm. That'll get me my Tormentor battle goal. And then over here, I'm just going to go late and hope that these archers don't get me. Nice. Oh, it worked so well. Hey, David. Running back with the best two-party combo. I mean, this is a fun one. Though I don't know what it is about when I use a random number generator. It just always gives me boner shaper. Banner shaper. It's just like every time. Okay, so I could put the skeleton on him. I kind of want to put it onto the archers. Would that be dumb? If I put a skeleton right here... I'm thinking I resolved courage plus pincer movement this next turn. That gives me an attack 7 because of the poison. That never kills. I would love it if Bone Shaper could stand right here and summon here and have the summon target the archers. But it looks like that's not possible. I think I am going to position this way. Then I only kill here if I get a crit. But that would be possible. I muddle out his strengthen. I probably want to go relatively fast here. I could put double curses in the deck. I can go relatively fast and reposition the skeleton. Or double attack if I need to pick up the kill. Okay, 2 attack 4s out of archers. So most likely they kill skeleton and then also kill Bone Shaper. Okay. I do pick up 1 kill. Which one is first? This one's first. That sucks. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, this guy's going to be able to reach no matter what. If I back up all the way... Wait, what if I back up all the way? And I back my skeleton up? I guess that doesn't help much, does it? Yeah, it means the first guy doesn't reach. Second guy hits Banner Spear. So I can shoot at range. I'm in range of every card now. Yeah, I'm in range of every card. So I need all-out aggression. This feels really bad. Both of my characters are going to be at 2 health once I get a skeleton out. I'm never killing anything. That makes me feel like I need to short rest Banner. But even if I short rest Banner, I just don't get anything incredible. Although, if I do short rest Banner, oh, I can play Javelin. Yeah, Banner could die at this initiative too. The nice part of Javelin is that then the skeleton gets to attack. And if I have both Banner plus skeleton attack, they could potentially kill one. You were going to say short rest Bone? I don't have my Boots of Speed on Bone anymore. Oh, okay, I lose the disarm. Well, that was always going to be a really bad short rest. So I can step 1 and pull, or step 1 and pull. I mean, I get off an unbreakable wall. It's really unlikely that 30 is fast enough. Yeah, I mean, I still can short rest. I still can short rest Bone and then go faster than Banner so that the skeleton gets hit, but the skeleton probably gets hit twice if it's their fast cards. Or, like, the skeleton gets hit and then Banner gets hit if it's their fast cards. Unless it's a minus, which it could be. No, there goes Flow of the Black River. I guess I have to lose anything else instead. Because going at 18 here does feel really important. There's the 29, so I did need to underspeed that. But then because of the way I did this, now Banner doesn't get to... I don't know. Seems pretty doomed. Yeah, this is the third run on +2. Honestly, it hasn't felt very different from +3. I mean, surely it most definitely is. It just hasn't felt that way. I mean, I think both times I just expected too much from Coral. Which is a me problem. Okay, now not having the disarm is really unfortunate. There's no shot that I can just heal tank. I guess I really want elements to be able to give a nice heal. I wish I hadn't brought Approach Oblivion and instead I had brought the bottom heal 5. Because the bottom heal 5 onto Banner Spear would have been really good on that previous turn. Is there any shot I can kill him? Did they shuffle? They did shuffle. I think this is my best bet. Just try to kill him with Malicious Conversion. Because otherwise I'm going to be in a lot of trouble. So Banner buffs up damage with Resolved Courage. Ooh, -1 at advantage really sucks to see. Bone could pull a +1. It's not likely. Oh, but we get there. Never punished. Horrible play, never punished. Well, I brought Approach Oblivion just to help me get through the door in the first scenario, and then I forgot to change it out. But yeah, I mean, definitely didn't work. I didn't get any curses out, but I'm alive. Unfortunately, I didn't play another Skelly. Yeah, always. This is what I had used a while ago. I think this is where I finally decided to put my list of characters in order of strength. Let me see if I still agree with it. Coral at number 1. I mean, after these past couple scenarios, oh man. Oh man. But yeah, I do think that Coral's the strongest class in the game. Just the way, I mean, it's the best tank, and It also has some of the best powerful turns, and it's a power potion abuser. There's just nothing really bad about Coral. And if I were to change something about it, I would rework that level 7 loss, or make it so that I think they need to have something with like Shuck impairs yourself, because the fact that you can use Shuck and just do like 10 attacks for 5 in a single turn is really, really dumb. So you need to like impair yourself at the beginning of the turn before you use Shuck, so that you can't use power potions. Meteor is number 2. I think that makes perfect sense. Yeah, this is for Deathwalker, because I originally had Deathwalker as number 2, but then I reworked my order a bit. Meteor is just so strong. The fact that you can just make a sea of lava and then just walk back and forth over it. Like, if you're in a small corridor, you can just make 6 hexes of hazardous terrain, and then your entire party can just walk back and forth, and you suffer no damage and the monsters die. It's just dumb. Coral's only number 1 with power potions. Yeah, but power potions are in the game. So it's, you know. Then Blinkblade is also mostly just a power potion abuser, but I do think that Blinkblade is a better power potion abuser than Kelp. Low level Kelp's Baning is by far the best build in the game, because you don't have to worry about your attack modifier or your dex sucking when you're low level, and monsters guaranteed die when they're suffering 10, whereas when they have 40 health, it's not nearly as good. So like low level, I think that Kelp is the best class. And then high level, it doesn't really compete as well with Blinkblade or Coral for power potion abuse, I would say. Deathwalker is like, it's the weakest of these 5 classes, but Deathwalker is the best. Like, this class solves this problem for you. Like, of all of the classes, like, Deathwalker is the best to have for killing objectives, or for helping your party escape, or, you know, just escorting an NPC from point A to point B. Like, Deathwalker is not necessarily the best at killing all of the monsters, especially when it's low numbers of high HP monsters, so you don't get a ton of shadows out of them. But Deathwalker is the best at just cheating the game and attacking without line of sight, hitting deep terrors or artilleries from outside of their range. Deathwalker can just solve so many scenarios that would otherwise be extremely difficult. Then Snowflake, I don't think is as good at hazards as Meteor is, just because Meteor gets them out quicker and easier, and it's easier to abuse. But the fact that Snowflake can have an infinite number and has better pushing and pulling than Meteor is really good. And Snowflake has just really, really, really good one-time use AoE losses, which can just destroy things. Infuser, I'm not quite sure I'm still this high on Infuser, but I mean, generally it's just really good. I mean, it just doesn't do anything really poorly. And then, I mean, yeah, these guys are all just like mid-tier. I don't think that Shackles is super good. I really don't. And like, the more I play it, the lower I want to put it. So yeah, I mean, that's my hot take. I think that Shackles is low. Prism, I also have relatively low, I would say, but I don't know. I just don't have too much to say about it. It's like, it's just good, but it's not the best. I don't know. They should make power potions like Gloomhaven 1E where they aren't stupidly broken. You're fine with the mug and the turkey, but having power potions is too ridiculous. Oh, the befuddling mug. Yeah. List is in reverse order. No, it's not. No, it's in the right order. Infuser and Drill are the gold standard for power. Yeah, Drill is a really interesting... It's like kind of a power potion abuser. Drill is just a really cool class because it's a melee high damage AoE focused class. And like, generally you can't have a both high damage and AoE focused class. Like, Snowflake has a whole bunch of AoE losses, but they're not really high damage. Drills are higher damage, but you have to like work your position into the right spot and your positioning into the right spot so that you can bronze plating yourself with the right pressure so that you can then do your high powered AoE losses. and or non-loss attacks. And you're a low card class, so it's really easy for you to die. Banner is the best class at blessing in the game besides shards, so I have to put Banner up like relatively high because Boldening Blow is just such a good card, and Disarming is really valuable. And Trap is in the middle just because it doesn't really play Frosthaven most of the time. You're playing a tower defense, and if you can survive long enough that you get all of your traps built up, like if you get all of your towers up in a tower defense game, then you're just going to win. And you don't have to do any attack modifiers. You can just spring all the traps on everything or push them into the traps, and you're guaranteed to win as soon as your turn starts. Which I like and is fun, is cool. And shards I haven't played too much, but like giving out 5 blesses is really OP. And that's my order. Yeah, I mean, it's totally fine to disagree. You're allowed to, unless you're disagreeing because you think Shackles is strong, in which case you're wrong. I do have to admit, though, I have found multiple levels in the speedrun where I will actually use Shackles. One level where Shackles is really good is the Lurker boss fight, like the very last Lurker scenario, because you need to... You need to kill some of the lurkers on one side, and then you can pass all of the token things they give you by dying. And so Shackles is really good at going in, taking a ton of damage, killing 3 lurkers on his side, and then just dying because he's taken so much damage, and that instantly passes all of his tokens to your character on the other side. And then that character can actually play the level and fight the boss and win for you. So that's something Shackles can do. I also use it on Corrupted Camp. But Snowflake is the main character that plays that level. Shards is cool because you love scrying for RNG mitigation. That is really nice. And it works really well with the Retaliate build for Shackles. Because all the time I want to play Retaliate stuff, but then the monsters don't attack, and it's very sad. Unbreakable Wall can go. It's hard to get a lot of AoE in here. You disagree with Snowflake being higher than Infuser and Drill, and maybe Prism a bit higher. I think if I were doing anything to Snowflake, I would move Snowflake up. Like, I wouldn't be opposed to Snowflake being above Blinkblade. Yeah, I do think that I should have Snowflake above Deathwalker. Because a lot of the way Deathwalkers can break scenarios, Snowflake does too. You know, I think I agree with you. I think Snowflake's too low. The only thing that Snowflake isn't good at is killing bosses. And like, that's what you can just use power potion abusers like Coral or Blinkblade or Kelp or Deathwalker to kill bosses. Although Snowflake does want power potions itself. And I definitely can see the argument that Prism should be higher. But it's a summoning class, therefore I put it low. If it's a summoning class or a class that uses its own health to as a resource, then I put it low. Like Shackles and Fist and Bone Shaper. Ooh, okay, I really like this. They're trapping. And they only move 1 with it, and there's an obstacle right here. So it's going to be trap and trap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cool. So I can go here. And it's greed out of this guy. This was like perfect cards out of the monsters here. Prism is really strong if you don't go all in on summons. I feel like I like this. I like the summon build more than the not summoning build, which is kind of sad for a summoning class. I feel like Prism is my favorite summoning class I've ever played. And I actually really do like a lot of summoning classes. I'm a big fan of circles in 1.0. Although the way I like the summons on Prism is, I mean, it's really just the ranged summons. Like, I like the turret. I really like the level 7 ranged summon. and the multi-target level 3 ranged summon. Those 3 summons are really, really fun to play together. Okay, these guys making the traps was really nice because I can pull them in with Javelin. I think at this point in time, I just want to kill this guy. No, I'm just going to go late and move over to set myself up for a Javelin for next turn. You genuinely don't know what you think of Shackles since only your brother played it, and you barely remember how strong it was. I just feel like I've so often with Shackles, it seems like I should be able to do something good, but then I'm just out of health. And like, you can take a really good turn on Shackles, but it costs so much of your own health to do so that then you're just dead. And then you can spend the next turn healing, and then you can get another really good turn, but then you can't be tanking anything, and then you're just dead. So frequently, I just found myself dead on Shackles, and then really sad. Oh, man, this guy's almost dead. I can get an Approach Oblivion in there at 20. It's not possible for me to get a formation off, is it? No, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. I could get a skeleton to here, but I can't get a formation off. I would have to have combined effort. That's okay, I have a health. Let's attack this guy and see what kind of damage I get. Man, so I can kill him with the trap. Yeah, I'm just gonna do it. It wastes 2 damage out of the trap, but it does prevent an attack. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now I just don't move the skeleton forward, which is what I was planning to do. But I think that this is better because I don't get hit. You might be right. You think you undervalue Snowflake because long-range support control characters are the definition of what you don't like to play, give you bruisers. Snowflake it's just a very, very weird character. I've been messing around with it a lot in the speedrun, and it's just almost every single scenario I find myself just wanting the tools that Snowflake gives me access to. And it feels strange because you basically just don't have any attacks with Snowflake, and I'm not even using hazardous terrain, but just the fact that you can buff up a nice big AoE loss just allows you to destroy things so easily. I think I've messed up here because after I killed this guy, the priest is going to go into the next room, isn't he? It's fine, I can just leave the archer alive for a little bit. Normally the priest is like way far behind, so the fact that I've moved it up is kind of nice. Okay, hopefully the priest doesn't get crit. 6 damage is fine. You're not a fan of the summoning Prism does? He has no wave protection against multi-target enemies. I have a lot of, or I guess I've mostly played Prism late game when you have the hand slot item that can ward an ally, and then the chest piece that can give an ally 2 shield. And so Prism you have the ability to go really fast because you have like a 12 and a 16, and then you basically always run Boots of Speed. And so just the fact that you can go really fast and you have the ability to transfer your summons out, and the long rest perk The long rest perk is just insane. To be able to go at any initiative is absolutely crazy and it's just so good. Alright, I'm going to try to pick up a kill here and just move forward. We should be getting the kill. Okay, but it looks like it's probably going to go to the priest, which is fine. Okay, and I'm going to lose my skeleton. But I get to make another one. And now we're ready to go into this last room. Yeah, Snowflake is definitely not complexity 1. Blinkblade, I think, is very complicated and difficult to learn because you have twice as many cards as basically any other class, as most other classes. So you have a bunch of different things that you can do, but a lot of the time your cards have such delineated roles that it's like when you're in the position when you need to move a lot, you play Blurry Jabs bottom. When you're in the position where you want to do as much damage as you can to a single target, you play Twin Strike top. If you're already in position and you're going slow, then you can play Temporal Displacement bottom, and you're going to get off a lot of damage. Like, a lot of Blinkblade's turns can kind of just end up playing themselves. It's just you have to learn a whole bunch of different possibilities when you're learning the class. Okay, I just need to make sure this move 3 doesn't get to me. Okay, neither of these back 2 guys will get to me if I just run in all the way here, and I can just hit this guy. And that seems fine to me. Why am I shitting on summoning classes when they're the most engaging to play, since you not only need to manage 4 characters, but also all the summons and making sure they're still alive? I'm not shitting on them. I like playing summoning classes. Like I've always said, I like playing Bone Shaper. It's just that in plus difficulty, they're weaker. Especially Prism, because Prism, if your summons die, then you're dead. Ooh, Greed is amazing to see. Everything else feels like you're basically cheating since it's so hard and so rewarding to steamroll with summons, and so easy and almost to steamroll with Unga Bunga power potions. That is true. Power potions do go Unga Bunga. Blinkblade's complicated, but not a 5. It's a 4, but it's really easy to realize that you're supposed to stab the enemies. Well, yeah, but I mean, it's so hard because it's like, do I want to kill the enemies by attacking them or going invisible next to them? You got so many options. But yeah, I definitely don't think that Blinkblade is a super complicated class. Good old Wrath of the Turned Earth. Okay, I mean, this looked really, really awful in the first room. I did get some lucky modifier pulls. But it feels like I'm in there now. Oh, I didn't get the heal from Priest into Banner Spear. Okay, I'll go fast with Bone Shaper. Well, yeah, we can short rest. This is fine. Just go fast with Bone Shaper. Oh, man. It sucks when you lose a Wrath of the Turned Earth charge when your skeleton would have survived. That's so sad. I could heal, but I think I like the idea of just getting into the chest. Oh, I don't want to move this guy, because I want to combine effort. Oh my goodness. 2 attacks into this guy for no damage. The invisibility card does 2 damage if you have double time up, though. I do really like going for the double time plus kinetic transfer, or the invisibility plus the bottom of kinetic transfer with double time, and all of a sudden you get AoE suffer 4 damage, and like that's actually kind of significant against certain monsters. Okay, I'm just like not killing these guys. Hit. This guy's hitting hardest. +2 on the guy with 1 health. I guess it's better than the -2. What are we doing here? Let's just get another Skelly out. Because I think my Wrath is gone now. I should have given this guy a shield. Well, it's pretty good value on double time if you're hitting like 7 enemies with it. In the speedrun, actually I don't anymore. In my original route, I used it in the 2nd floor of Ice Flows, the level that I lost last night, just because there are so many lightning eels in range, and they die they have 4 health, so they just died to it instantly. Should try the borrowed time immobilized loss. I messed around with it on Quattro Library. But I haven't found myself liking borrowed time. Most of the time, I just don't like going slow around the monsters. Like, if I'm close to monsters, I'm generally trying to do fast turns into them. I don't want this guy to take the loot token, so I'm just going to pull him over here. Hey, good job, Skeleton. And then I can probably just summon this guy, heal, and then long rest. Okay, yeah, we can just long rest all around. Oh, I actually get a turn. Good old Skelly. Good old Skelly. I don't really have the stamina to summon again. But we can move towards the loot. You used borrowed time when you tried playing the game without what you consider to be the 3 best cards. Yeah, I remember you telling me. I remember we were theory crafting on like what the best cards for each class were, to figure out which ones you had to ban. You wanted to find cool new strategies for characters, Blinkblade and you Geminate, and you did. I can see getting value out of borrowed time. It's just I don't want to be going slow around things. But yeah, like I messed around with it quite a bit for the Quattro Library to just try to have a consistent strategy to make sure that monsters couldn't get in range. And it also let Blinkblade give out a bunch of immobilizes, which were then really useful for Kelp for trying to get Banes out. Alright, I get to take a turn here and get this loot, and then I have to unsummon. Yeah, the first room looked really bad, but I didn't lose I didn't lose cards to damage. It was just looking extremely sketchy. But then I got like a lucky malicious conversion with Bone Shaper, I think was the big thing. Alright, I can long rest here, and if my summons don't kill the Ice Sheet, then I just have to drop one of them so that I don't exhaust. But we should get it with the Priest plus Bone Shaper. You can go slow if you have them immobilized. For example, you know, an immobilized Hound on Lumber Camp. It's not going to hit me, so I can go slow and immobilize it again. That's true. And you get 2 per turn, right? And I guess since it's after each of your actions, that means that you can go at 99, let things come closer to you, move into them, and then after you finish the move, you get to do one of the immobilizes. And then after you do whatever you're doing for your top, you get to do the other one. And if you just skip the ability entirely, does it still go off? Or do you get to save a charge? That would be worth testing. Next time I play a Blink Blade, let's test it in digital and see if you get to save the charge or if you lose the charge. Because the fact that you can apply a negative condition to a monster, even if they already have it, kind of sucks. Because it means that you might just be losing your charges and getting nothing out of them if there aren't 2 monsters in range. Alright, time to say goodbye to Approach Oblivion. And yeah, let's bring Transfer of Essence. And I already have Dark Tidings. And we'll just bring in the summon. The Banner of Strength. We're getting the B tier. We're getting Fist. It's been 3 in a row, but surely I can win a scenario with Coral in this run, right? A singular scenario. Slow borrowed time is 32. It's not horrendously slow, but it's not that fast either. The main thing I like about borrowed time is just that you can outspeed priests with it when you're fast. Also, there are some really funny scenarios like Corrupted Camp where you have like 10 allies given to you, and then borrowed time plus double time becomes like a move 40. You can open up all of the doors in Corrupted Camp on turn 1 with Blink, or turn 2 with Blink Blade if you double time. And then steal movement from all your allies. Alright, we just need to... Man, you know what? This feels like a good scenario to go for Guardian of the Flag, because there's just so little movement required. I'm going to do that. I'm going to go late, and I'm going to bring in the Heal Banner. Because I'm going to want the Rallying Cry Banner of Strength when I get onto the boss. Ideally, I just want to get onto the boss with a bunch of skeletons. Go at 6 and summon the Banner of Strength and get a Dark Tidings out. But the positioning of that is obviously going to be much harder than just saying it out loud makes it sound like it's going to be. I'm actually going to go relatively fast here. Just because I might be taking a couple hits on Banner Spear, and I have the Protective Scepter. Okay, cool. It doesn't end up mattering. Other than, I guess now I don't have my 26, which is maybe dumb. If I move up here, I could get a double curse in. And I also don't get any attacks out. So if I want to go for the mastery, which I kind of do, let's go ahead and just put this right here. And I can resolve to courage them now. So I'll just move in and do that. And then I'm going to go fast again for the shield, and I'm going to double curse. Okay. I mean, didn't really work out how I hoped. Let's just poison this guy because the skeleton's going to hit him this turn. I'm going to summon the Banner of Strength once I'm on top of the boss. Because I summoned the Banner of Hope just for the mastery. Banner of Strength is so that I can hopefully get 3 skeletons, attack for 3, and then grant them attack with Dark Tidings and get them all to attack for 3 and get 6 attacks for 3 off in a single turn. But I'm just going to wait to summon that until I'm in position. You just read the Blinkblade cards and realized the wording on hit and run is wrong since it's attack actions. Like, you have a top action and a bottom action, but where's your attack action? Well, it's an action in which you performed an attack, but yeah, the wording of it is really, really dumb. I guess I can attack with wound and then back out. Time to get another Skelly in. Ah, my skeletons are gonna get bolted. But the heal banner is getting some work. Do I back out here? Yeah. Oh, barely didn't kill. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, cool. So it looks like probably both my skeletons die right here. There's no point in shielding 2 attack 4s. But now this guy will die to wound. And then this guy's not in range for anything. Still, this hasn't been amazing. I would have expected this to go a little better. I go fast so that I can get the heal. And I can step up, pull him down, and disarm him before he has a chance to do anything. And then I can poison over here. I kind of wish I had life and death. Okay, I think I like the way this is going to work out. So Banner gets the heal from the Banner of Hope. I get to step up, pull this guy down, disarm him, and now he never attacks me this turn. And he takes good damage. The Archer shoots Banner, who survives, but barely. Bone Shaper gets to do an attack into this guy since he got pulled in. And I get to heal up Banner Spear. And I don't care too much about suffering the damage myself because I'm in the Banner of Hope. Now the question is just, do I poison this guy or am I just trying to kill this guy? A +1 killing would be huge right here. But it's not super likely. We have bonus -1s. What's my turn this next turn? It's slow with Tip of the Spear pincer move, but Banner at least is healthy. I have to go slow on both characters this upcoming turn, so I think I just go for the +1 and just get it. Why didn't I think of that? Of course I should just go for the +1 and get it, right? And then I think I just move in deep. Okay, I only died a crit here. Survive a +2. Not pretty, but... Okay, I can't go all the way in because I would lose my banner, so I guess I'll just loot. And then here I can go all the way in. But that's really sketchy, and then I'm out of range of the banner. And my next turn sucks. Yeah, I mean, generally speaking, if you're ever watching, David, I know that I know that my Bone Shaper is going to pull well, so anytime I need a +1 to kill, I can feel confident that it's going to happen. I don't care if Bone Shaper loses a card to damage. I would rather just get some damage out onto this archer. Oh, I didn't get the first kill. Yeah, the first kill died to wound. Yeah, if Bone Shaper loses Eternal Torment to damage, what do I care? Right? So I'm just going to long rest. Because, I mean, this isn't the best approach for, like, playing an average scenario where you don't know what's going to happen. But I know that I just need to come into this room and kill Snowflake, so... This play here seems to me like it works pretty well. Snowflake can't be poisoned, so I'm just going to drop this. Yeah, it's not the most logical double long rest, but it's mostly the fact that I can't really do much on Banner Spear since I need to move the Banner of Hope here to keep the mastery. It's kind of like, what else am I going to do? Because, like, now, since I long rested, Bone Shaper is in pretty good shape where I could survive a hit. I can go late and I'll get the Banner of Hope heal. I can go ahead and get out a summon. Okay, I'm not super likely to survive a hit. I need Banner Spear to kill this thing, because it's the only elite. Oh, unfortunate. Oh, I don't have Driving Inspiration. I don't have any ranged attacks, do I? This is fine. Skeleton takes a nice subtle attack 12. And this is like a really strange way of being range 3. But I am still in range 3 of my summon. And we pick up the kill and get the mastery. Easy. Why am I moved to attack 2 botting? So that I can complain about Bone Shaper sucking, obviously. It worked, didn't it? I got the mastery. What more could you want from me? Battle goal is what it's called. Can I do anything here? Okay, I can go ahead and activate Wrath. Okay, it's actually, even though this is a really small room, it's still really frustrating to go back and move the banner and keep it in range. No Wrath. I need combined effort still. Okay, I can just move it for 3, and then I can move 4 next turn. And that'll get the door open. And then here, I can summon this turn, and then the next turn I can go slow and move late and summon the final summon. Does that mean... That means I can go ahead and move Bone Shaper over here. I guess Bone Shaper could have just moved on its turn. Fist when you fight him, attack 16, target 3. Fist on your team, attack 2, or I brittle in play, someone else does something. Pretty much. Pretty much. Except this isn't canonically the same guy. This is like the leader of the clan, and I think the fist that this guy sends you is, he's just like one of the underlings. So this guy is Fist's boss. And you can see why, because like his application, he has much stronger cards. This works out really, really nicely for me because Fist goes first and runs up into Snowflake and is going to make Snowflake come even closer to my skeletons. And they like actually reach already. That's crazy. How do I want to do this? I want Banner to be out of the way. But I guess I just move this guy in deeper. The problem is that he could target the wrong guy. Yeah, I probably can't go for Dark Tidings this turn, can I? I guess if I short rest and play Flow of the Black River Dark Tidings, I could. Let's just do it. I get out a fair amount of damage here. In fact, I'd rather go at 6 because I can use boots here. And I should deal half of the boss's health at least. I believe. Okay, one skeleton misses. Maybe I won't get half of the boss's health. But we do still get 3 more attack 3s. Nope. I've only pulled badly. I pulled a -2, a -1, and a miss. On my big loss turn. And a 0. Can we get a useful card? Show me crit. One time? Hey, there we go. The Snowflake is immune to poison. Yeah, he does use the Fist Standy when you play the physical version. Yeah, the Fist is he is not immune to poison, which I think is why he has more health. Okay, that does not count as exhausting. That does not count as exhausting. We're going to go back, and we are going to just unsummon a skeleton. Because I just need to unsummon a singular one to not exhaust. If the game had just given me the choice to discard some of my own skeletons. Wait, do I need to do another one? No, I can long rest now. I still didn't do enough damage to the boss to just run away, which is really unfortunate. Oh, also, if I run over this way, I lose the mastery. One, two, three, four. Ah, man, but I don't have enough movement. I'm gonna go ahead and die again, and I'm gonna command the wretched. And then I'll have to undo another skeleton, but it's fine. I really need to unlock the chest. Okay, that's good damage. So now I mostly just need to make sure I survive. I think I'm going to abandon the mastery to go for the chest. Because Fist can't kill Snowflake this turn. And so the question is, do I tap here? If I tap without Banner of Strength, nice. And now I can just run to the chest. I'd rather have access to the Horn of Command than a singular perk point. Oh, I forgot to unsummon again. Let me unsummon. Oh, please shoot the skeleton, right? Okay. Okay, and now... One, two, three, 1, 2. He should go after Snowflake, right? Okay. Oh, he goes after Banner Spear. And he misses. Of course he does. Of course he misses. Of course he misses the Snowflake. I did lose this level on friendly difficulty. I mean, see, those deaths, I mean, those don't count at all, because that's just... I had the cards available to move down to discard. Are you serious? Oh, now this is an actual death for Bone Shaper, though. Bone Shaper is actually dead. Man, did I lose out on a skeleton turn by unsummoning when I did? No, I didn't. But I missed out on a turn of a skeleton tanking for me. Because, like, I mean, I don't want to count this as losing a character. Because if I just didn't have to unsummon one of these guys right here, is it possible for me to let them do the attacks and then unsummon? Because that's what I need. I need to just be able to unsummon right now. No, it just doesn't give me the opportunity to unsummon before I exhaust. Because if I could just move the cards to discard right now, I would be fine. Should have moved instead of greeting the lost card granted attack. I mean, I didn't think I was in any I didn't think I had any issues because he's going so fast here, but... Well, on the bright side, we get Horn of Command. Bone Shaper is very clearly the worst class in the game because it couldn't even survive the tutorial. Granted move instead of greeting the lost card. Yeah, I guess that was only like 2 more damage, wasn't it? Horn of Command for Snowflake summons and for Prism. I did sacrifice Bone Shaper for a chest. I mean, I'm not gonna go back and undo it. I don't feel bad about going back and undoing the fact that it won't let me unsummon my skeletons at the right time, but but the fact that I pulled a -2 there.
Roman, Frosthaven's resident quadril pent.
Whoops. Alright, let's steal these resources from Bone Shaper. And then it's dead. I did lose the mastery, yeah. Whoops. Whoops. All right, well, let's make a fist then. Rip Bonzo. Let's explore the Regis with Fist. As in fast retire? Nah, he's gonna be a fast death. And it'll be the same effect. I can put this back on now. There we go. Now Bone Shaper gets to go play every level. Bone Shaper gets to be on the screen for every level now. Welcome to the Frosthaven show, featuring a pile of bones on the floor, a very greedy banner spear, and attack 2 Brittlebot. If only with the attack 11 plus attack 3, when we had been able to deal 2 damage to the boss, but we simply weren't. We simply couldn't deal 2 damage to the boss. I really thought I was going to be safe that turn, long resting with 3 cards in my hand, but I guess not. I guess I couldn't have short rested either. If I short rested, I would have died that turn because he went faster than Bone Shaper. Yikes. On the bright side, I have a really hard time imagining these 2 classes even being able to unlock Coral.
You're hiking along the banks of a small creek.
Short rest to unsummon both skeleton cards, and you can sack a card and live. If I had short rested the turn before, yeah, but on the final turn, I already didn't have any summons out, and I just had 3 cards in discard. Voice from below. I guess I don't want the leaf because of Claw Crushers. Primal Bellow's pretty good. Ice Blast can go. And here I have Meat Grinder. I do feel bad for Bone Shaper. Poor thing. He brought bad luck. Agreed. Fist was the character you were most excited for ever since Frosthaven character information came out. You're so sad he's just not there. I was also, when I first read his character sheet, and I read One with the Mountain, I was like, wow, that is crazy, insanely cool. And One with the Mountain is a really cool card. And it makes the class very unique, but also just kind of, it's just kind of lacking. I wish we had more, I wish we did more stuff with Icy Terrain. Because it's really just like Encased Punch, and then the level 3 card where you can brittle 2 targets on ice. And then you get like a level 5 card that gives you +1 damage if the target is standing in ice. Like, okay, I'll take +1 damage, but it's not, I'm not going to be excited about it. You hope Coral misses every attack. That's mean. It's not Coral's fault. I don't see any way to get pincer movement out here. I would need to move 3 on Banner Spear. So I'll just go ahead and pull this guy in, and I'll get him with an Unbreakable Wall. Save the Poison Dagger. Well, there goes that miss every attack you were talking about. Fist needs the Gloomhaven 2.0 Brute treatment. That is buff every card. They really did do a good job with the 2.0 Brute. He looks so much better. Hit this guy with an Encased Punch. Maybe I'll just Fury of the Mountain. I'm not full health. So I'll Fury of the Mountain and heal up. I don't mind Frost Eruption based on the card that's coming out. And then I mostly just want to save Meat Grinder. Maybe I want to save Meat Grinder and Javelin. So I think I'm just going to go late again. Figure something out when the time comes. If only they didn't change his name, he would have been perfect. They changed so many of the names. They're so awkward. Alright, so move 4 out of this guy. 1, 2, 3, 4. And move 3, 1, 2, 3. Things are not really grouped up. Maybe I just leave ice right here and then I can get bonus damage into this guy with Encased Punch. Now I'm in a Tip of the Spear. Is this the wound card? Well, I guess I was already wounded and I don't care about wound. Okay, but now I can... I think I'm gonna hit here. Dude, Banner missed its attack on the first turn and then pulled its miss on the second turn too. I don't love Fist's health. Recovering a card is kind of sketchy. I want to step here and Meat Grinder. I guess I could grant the movement with Combined Effort. Do I have that? I have Regroup. Okay, so I can move him in with regroup. And so Fist could just heal. I have the leap for Frost Eruption, so let's suffer 2 and let's just play Frost Eruption. So regroup Meat Grinder with Fury of the Mountain, Frost Eruption. I like that. Okay, nice. I outspeed so I can get this heal. And then this guy's going to go next and be multi-target. I guess, actually, Banner is taking a lot of damage here, isn't it? Because I wasn't faster than the Lurkers. What have I done? Alright, maybe I'm just really bad at this game and just need to... just need to stop. Yeah, what was I thinking? I guess I just forgot that monsters can deal damage. I'm uber boomed. Because I have to go for a meat grinder for damage here, but I don't think I can. I just have to heal this way, and then Fist is dead, and this was a disaster. A complete and total disaster. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Whew, that is embarrassing. Take hostage is not a good card to be seeing here. Yeah, I can't pull this guy away in any way. I'm just dead. Well, I guess +2 is a bit too hard for me to just be going as fast as I can and rushing through everything. Run it back with bone. There were... Oh, yeah, I guess there were only 3 crabs. There weren't even 4. It's a pretty bad matchup for these characters because they want to be grouped up and standing next to each other, and the crabs are always multi-target. And, like, what is the damage on these cards? Attack 4? I can't really even... I can come over here and get... I guess I run way back here. +2? No. Nope. No, advantage did not quite help. Fist lives. Oh, come on, Fist. You needed a -1 to kill. That's 2 misses that I pulled. Yeah, I had a permadeath campaign. Oh, did I get crit? I got crit. I had a permadeath campaign that beat, it was like 20 some missions on +3. I definitely have much better odds of making it through if I take my time and go slow, but mostly I just want to play Coral. So I'm not taking my time or going slow. I need to drop Fist. Going the Fist side. The Fist scenarios are harder, and also Fist is just Fist adds a lot of loss conditions, because it's just very easy for him to lose his cards and then be in trouble. Like right here. Yep. Yeah, these characters are pretty terrible into crabs. Isn't it harder to get Snowflake to kill Fist in Heart of Ice? A little bit, but Fist can be poisoned. So even though he has more health and Snowflake deals less damage, just the fact that Fist can be poisoned, he dies pretty fast. Alright, it's not super likely, but maybe Banner Spear can solo the rest of the level. Yeah, that scenario's so easy. I can't ever imagine losing a character to it. Would never happen to me. Oh man, I can't pull this guy into a formation because of the icy terrain. Maybe I can figure it out with 2 pulls. Or he'll just immobilize me and it won't be possible. Or he'll just kill me and I won't have to worry about it at all. My goodness. Alright, well, Fist's last turn, it happened. It didn't go great. Yeah, Banner's definitely dead. But, yeah, I guess I could just go back to town and continue with other characters. And then I don't have to restart. Or Banner can just make a mad dash for the boss while Fist buys time. And Fist is now done buying time. Okay, this coral just does not want to move. So I want to see these guys move in such a way that they're not walling off anymore. But that doesn't feel super likely. I think they're going to go here and here, right? Always? Yeah. Well, they could stand still. I guess if they go here and here, then I can run through them. They did stand still. Oh, but they still hit me, don't they? They do still hit me. Oh, and they impair. Man. Alright, well, this could be a standstill plus a retaliate card. No, but they're not hitting that hard. Explain to you how we're going to beat Jagged Shoals. Make a Blink Blade and go invisible. Easy. Done. That's the only scenario I haven't lost a character on in a while. Won't believe what you did last week. You bought Frosthaven Digital, and now you're rocking it. Currently playing a party with Snowflake and Meteor. That sounds fun. And please don't say cheese it with Invisible. Well, that's my one... That's my one thing I can say on repeat. Oh, man. I can't lose the pull card. Alright, well. Doomed. Doomed. The boss is going to be like 32 health. Do I survive a trap? I do not survive a trap. Okay, the Mind Snipper could miss me. Called it. Now I survive a trap. I don't really know how I'm planning to do enough damage to kill the boss. But we made it there. Oh, he's only 28. Man, if I had Javelin... Nah, there's no way Banner wins. I do not believe. I do not believe. I just need, well, no. I literally don't even get to hit him. I was going to say rolling +1 into 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 crit. Just need a ×12. That would get me there. That would get there. Alright, well... That's probably a good stopping place. Why did Fist get walking AoE? Because he dealt 2 more damage? That is despicable. Disgusting, I say. Deathwalker Blinkblade? Yes, please. On the bright side, I only have four characters. So I don't get to, I don't have to play the bad characters now.
Strapping supplies onto a donkey-drawn wagon.
Lose 2 herbs? What is this?
You see them safely on their way.
I gain 1 morale and I lose 2 herbs. That is the definition of not worth. Unlock trap real quick so that we can have more characters to lose. Easy. That's not legible at all. I have no idea what it looks like in a scenario. But anyway, that'll be my stopping place for now. Let's figure out what we're gonna have. We're gonna have Drifter, Deathwalker, Blinkblade, and Geminate. So it's gonna be a 1 and a 4. So that's Drifter and Gem. That'll be fine. That will make it through Edge of the World. That's probably the 2 classes. Dragon Shoals should be doable, right? It seems like Geminate should be able to survive, and Drifter can jump to the other side. I might need sustained momentum on turn 1. But that's fine. They can make it work. But I do need winged shoes. $150 experience on Geminate, never retire. Alright. Well, that'll be the party for tonight. We'll see what we can do. But for now, it's time for me to get out of here. No, we definitely keep going. We haven't lost Coral yet. We only reset when we lose Coral. That's the only class we care about. I mean, we lost 2 of the 3 health-based classes, so we need to unlock a Shackles real quick so that we can sacrifice that too. Yeah, it should be a pretty soon reset. Anyway, have a good one, everybody.